Hey guys, what? Oh my gosh, I thought that was the... Alright, you guys are right there.
You sound so cringy.
Wow. But, this is our very first podcast, so it's gonna suck really, really bad.
Do you not even know how to start? Hi guys, this is that...
This is the first podcast, okay?
Is it that random podcast or the random podcast?
We're kind of deciphering between
I think it should be that.
the random podcast and that random podcast.
That
No,
random
it's
podcast.
that random podcast
Because it specifies that random podcast.
Right,
Oh no, that didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Right, well, we do have to keep it down since my parents are upstairs, so... Don't talk like this. Don't talk like this, because if you talk like this, no one can hear us.
Oh, my bad.
But I think the topic we're going to talk about for our first podcast is the future of VR.
One of the topics. We have multiple.
Yeah. We all have a VR, so that, like, fits in. And I literally have so much to talk about, because, like, the way how fast VR is changing right now is crazy. Like,
Don't they also have, like... Well, first off, it started with just regular Oculus. And then they started working on hand and eye tracking.
Well, okay.
And then there's... if you go to these really fancy spots or you want to spend money, you could get these, like, boards that you could actually stand on, and there's, like, no traction in between it. And you could put, like, things around your waist and everything. You could, like, walk in place.
Some people already have it.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people have motion tracking.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting.
Eventually, they're gonna probably do like full body things where they're like you can actually feel it.
Yeah, but before we start getting into more depth, like I think we should talk about like where it first came from, because VR first was invented for the military. The military first used it for like combat training and stuff. That's what they do it nowadays.
No, it's used for video games.
They literally had this. They literally had this giant conveyor belt that they were running on or walking on, and then they would hold a gun, and then like they'd have the background moving at the same time. And then this guy said, "What if we can create a world where you can see it through a picture like a video game, but you can actually look around and stuff?" So it first started off like, I'll maybe display images, I don't know, but they literally have their face in the box this close, and like you could look around. It was pretty cool. He's gaming a little bit.
I mean, I know that nowadays, at least, the military uses it in aircraft training.
Yeah, especially aircraft training,
because
that's a really big one.
What they used to do, they would just give a pilot a plane and say, go fly this, and if they crash
Don't buy my big soda.
And if they crash it, that's
fizz over.
What? That's like a couple million down the drain, you know?
Yeah.
And that's probably saved the US government.
Money.
I think in the future,
and other governments.
I think also in the future, when you're like wearing a VR and a movie comes out, you can watch it with other people in VR, but like the movie is a 360 movie. I think that'd be because they've already done it a couple times.
It makes you feel like you're in the movie, like you're part of it.
So, but yeah, it's crazy how much it's evolving. Like they have heat now, like where like if it's cold, it blows cold air at your face a certain way so that you feel it all over your body. And then when it gets hot, you feel it all over it. I can't remember how it fully works, but like it's at the front of your VR headset, and it blows in certain directions so that your whole body feels it. You feel it down your feet too.
Really?
Yeah. As long as you like are wearing just socks, but
yeah. There's actually was a study done where basically they found out that just by changing the surroundings and the temperature in VR, like not actually the temperature, that it made the person's just body temperature react.
Yeah, if you just say like it's really hot in here and like you actually think it's hot in here, you're gonna start I'm like starting to feel like it's a little hot in here.
Yeah, which I find fascinating is that
because you trick your brain.
Yeah,
that's kind of like, isn't that kind of like the like smell taste thing where like if you smell it you can like taste it?
Phantom sense.
Yeah. Something like that.
Phantom taste.
I can't remember what it's called.
Phantom Touch though is really big in VR. Like a lot of people are literally trying to induce it so that they can feel like it's really hard to explain. But I've endured it before. When I was playing Saints and Sinners, when one of the zombies whacked at me, I thought I actually got scratched, and like I could actually feel it on my arm, and I was like
Freaking
"Ow."
out.
Yeah, I was freaking out horribly. It was so bad.
I guess we could also talk about just kind of like what games do we all play
Well,
on VR?
I used to be
Fortnite right now.
Well, like on
Play
VR.
Fortnite, guys.
well, at the beginning, and sometimes I do now, but at the beginning, I think Beat Saber was a really big one for me.
Yes, Beat Saber.
It was so
Definitely.
fun, and like the
just
games like Osu and like the other older games that like I could play on my computer, I could basically play it.
Alright.
But like I swear, when I played hard mode, I thought my arms hurt. No, when you download maps, it
Yeah.
hurts so bad. It burns.
Yeah, especially those longer maps.
Like the 7-minute ones, and it doesn't give you a break.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
Oh, those ones suck.
And
the worst.
one-handed, too.
I'm pretty decent at the one-handed Beat
I
Saber.
guess for me, it's like after like 3-4 games, and you start to notice it. But then when you just play a long game
Yeah,
or like a fast-paced one, you're
it
just
like hurts, especially
alright.
right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes right here, but it's mostly right here in your muscle.
Upper arm.
Yeah, upper arm. Muscle.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, this guy just said muscle.
I think also in the future, like you'll be able to jump and stuff, and like zero gravity.
Well, you
VR,
can jump right now.
You'll be able to experience zero gravity. Like, obviously they'll have to have some sort of kind of pulleys on your body, but like,
Yeah.
you won't
Yeah.
even notice them. So like, gravity gets taken off in your game. Well, then
You could, like, double jump
you,
like
feel
in
like you're
Halo.
levitated. And like you can double jump too. You have to do like immense practice. You would have to like be shown how to do it at the beginning of your when you get a VR though. I feel
Yeah.
like, and like, this is gonna be really far in the future. You'll be able to like hold stuff and you'll feel the stuff in your hands. I think even tasting will be
Actually,
big.
that's something that's happening
What?
right
That'd
now.
be have
Yeah.
to be like a
Not-
full body suit. Like
not
full body.
tasting, but
holding.
I do know. Yeah, holding because there's gloves that you can
uh,
wear where it will sense in VR, I guess, what the object is, and then it will restrain your fingers to that
Yeah.
via a glove on the back that with strings.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Which
What the
I
heck?
also find really
What the
interesting
heck?
because then
Let me out.
it's just another way to sense stuff,
no.
which
Yeah.
it used to only be visual, but now with touch it can completely change the way VR is.
Even taste, I think, will be even bigger. Like
Mhm.
that's gonna take a lot of testing. They're trying to
Yeah.
add kissing too. They're trying to. There's this app that you can get, and like you plug it into your phone, and like you can kiss your partner through your phone. It's so
That
weird.
is so
It's-
weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's a real thing too. If you don't believe me, look it up. It's super weird.
I
I only thought about it because I saw it on a. I was passing by a unwanted YouTube video. I wanted in my recommended. So, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely advancing faster and faster. But
Oh,
I mean-
yeah.
I guess also just kind of I know everyone here has an Oculus Quest 2, but then
there's other ones like
there are other ones
the wide one, the wide one that the company makes. But there's a lot of issues with that though. The wider it is, like the more strain it puts on your
Yeah.
eyes.
and then also I mean just more relative the Valve
Yeah.
Index is a big one. I guess the one downside
Some
is
people are even
it's a
sleeping in
permanent
VR.
setup.
I've done it a couple times. I think if I had my VR I'd do it, but it is pretty nice. You just have to get super comfortable.
Yeah, I did watch a video of a guy spending 24 hours in VR, and then
What's that one guy's name? Ryan something.
Trey.
No,
Oh.
he was in VR for a week. He exercised in VR. He ate in VR, which he just had people make him food. I think he went to the bathroom in VR. He went to sleep in VR.
I feel like that puts a lot of unnecessary strain on the eyes.
Well, I can't remember what he said he was feeling after, but I'll have to look it up after this.
Especially.
So
I'm gonna try this.
I'm trying to think of something else that's getting kind of big. Don't even. There's probably kids watching, like little kids.
What? I didn't say anything.
Well, I guess this can be a 13 plus. But yeah, VR's gradually getting bigger and bigger. But like, they're not coming out with as much stuff right now. So Xbox and stuff is still the biggest thing right now. And I think like in the next 10 years, VR will then be the biggest thing. Because
I feel like similar with how PlayStation did, where they made their own VR meant just for PlayStation. Maybe not exactly. Microsoft would do that with Xbox, but I feel like they would probably team up with Valve or Meta, and maybe just make a partnership agreement. And
that's what they had to do with Fortnite and stuff for cross-compatible with PS4. I know that was a big debate for a long time. Oh, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. And then they surprised everyone and did it.
They did it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that is definitely in realm of possibility. Microsoft and Meta just teaming up and cooperating in some way. Maybe incorporating the Quest system into Xbox.
Yeah. What I think is cool is you can play VR, but if the VR game is also on computer, that computer person can play with you in VR. Just like Rec Room. Rec Room, you can download on your phone, and you can play it on your phone.
I didn't know on the phone. I knew it was on Xbox and computer.
Yeah, I'll show you.
But I did not know it was on the phone.
Yeah, it's on phone. You can search it up with me if you want to as well, if you're on your phone.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, that's
Rec
a cliff.
Room.
That is a
I
cliff.
can't see it.
Get a little closer. You can see the logo. But yeah, you
I
can,
had no idea.
you can download it on your phone.
How would that play out, though?
I don't know. I don't want to find out.
Not right now.
Yeah.
You know. I guess back to games. I guess that's a good segue of Rec Room. I mean, Rec Room's I guess.
It's decent.
Yes. It's just the kid-friendly version.
Yeah.
Of, I would say,
They have so many posters around like, don't talk this way, don't do this, don't do that. Like,
it's obviously it's meant for kids.
yeah. Sorry, I know that was very disgusting.
But like, I feel like it's just a kid version of VR chat.
Build
Yeah.
battle.
VR chat. Oh
Time
my
for me
gosh!
to
You go in there.
join.
2 minutes in, you got the orange black logo showing up. So
Yeah. That tends to happen. I mean, there are some moments where it can get quite funny.
yeah,
And
dude, if Pat God were to go into VR, that'd be so funny.
I mean, I went in VR chat once.
Oh God.
And I joined the lobby and I go upstairs and I just see two furries just like running in circles just around a table.
My friend,
It was so random.
my friend invited me to a random room. He wasn't even sure what the room was, and we got in there and we've seen some. We've seen two furries, bird and bee. The bee and birds.
So I'm gonna check the stream is still up.
Yeah. And I saw like the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need to stop there.
Yeah, you need to stop with that.
Yeah.
No, VR chat definitely is something where after like once you get an actual community of people, it can get quite fun. Although starting out, it's definitely not
Dark back. Give me this. Oh.
encouraging, I'd
Yeah.
say. But once you get in there and you actually find a community that you enjoy,
Yeah.
it can get quite fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Community.
Ooh.
But the games on there are freaking expensive.
Yes.
Like Saints and Sinners Retribution, like when Xbox first came out, $10-15. Now when you Call of Duty World War 8, $3,000. It's expensive. No, I'm exaggerating, but like $80-90 is still a lot.
Mhm.
I bought
Like-
Sonic Frontiers on my computer for almost $100 because I bought the bundle. Almost $100. And I don't remember it being that expensive when I was buying like Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
This
Yeah.
spring, the NBA 2K23, it was like at like $15, but it was because of the spring sale. But it was like 80.
Yeah.
They are getting
that's smart.
insanely expensive. I mean, what used to be a Call of Duty game for 60 is now a Call of Duty game for 100.
Yeah.
It
Crazy though. Now that I think about it, iPhone is done releasing like new generations of phones.
He had a ball damage.
They announced it when they're releasing the iPhone 14. They're gonna stop upgrading it because I think it's like at
I
the
don't have
maximum tech right
yeah.
now.
I mean, that happens. I mean, all they can do now is add more cameras to the back.
There's more cameras, yeah. The 50 camera phone.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? I knew that there were some jokes on Reddit about, you know, just people. Yeah, what's the iPhone 50 gonna be like? It was just 50 cameras on the back
Yeah.
of the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does this one do? Oh, this one's 50 times zoom.
Yeah.
That one's meant for just slow-mo.
Yeah.
No.
What else can we talk about? We could talk about the JFK conspiracy,
Yeah.
but we might get tracked down by the.
Yeah, maybe not right now.
The fact that I'm alive
I
right
really
now.
want to talk about it though. Here's what I want to
Funny things that have happened.
Ooh. So, me and my other friend, you guys have seen him on the channel before, if you watch my channel regularly, or if you're an older subscriber, like 2020, 2021. We actually went out to that cornfield by that, I don't want to say the name, the cornfield by the elementary school.
Okay.
Me, Isaiah, Jonah, and Ketrick were running through the cornfield.
Cornmeal.
Isaiah doesn't even remember when I brought it up to him, but when we were in the cornfield, we heard a machine like turn on, and we started booking it. And Isaiah, when he was running, there was a short piece of corn, and he went running towards it, and it whacked him right in his balls. And he fell over. He was like, "Ah, crap! Give me up, dude! Ah, frick! I can't walk." And then I ended up doing the exact same thing, and I did it even worse because I was sprinting, and I literally went, "Oh!"
just full on,
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that was.
I bet you heard a
I mean,
squishy crunch.
Yeah, that was great. We could not stop talking about that for days.
I gotta think. There's something funny. Oh, weren't you talking about how someone lit up the dirt pile?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like 3 years ago now. Yeah, that was. I remember the cops went up to whose door. Well, let's call him Jake. Jake's door. They went up
From
to
State
Jake's
Farm?
door. Yes, but they went up to Jake's door
He's actually the insurance.
and they told him, you do this again, we're gonna take you in. Yeah. But it was. I remember initially we tried putting it out, but we couldn't, and I just full on sprinted out of there. And I think the people at that building, the plant building, with all the trees and stuff, they noticed and they called 911. And like that dirt hill, that hill lit up so fast, and like it got into their field too. Yeah,
I didn't know.
When we went over there again, like over half the field was covered, just completely ashed. Yeah, it was super. We all hated him because we all thought we were gonna go to jail.
Yeah, I do remember one time over there. I don't know. Was there? I can't remember. Exactly. But all I remember was we were walking by, we were messing around, and these three dudes who, not to put it bluntly, were just straight up drunk. I mean, drunk as in they were out in the middle of the field, and they had a pile of beer cans. Probably.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
10 feet, 10 feet in diameter, and like 4 feet high.
And your mom ended up
It was
calling.
insane.
Your mom ended up calling it in, and they had to clean it up.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking, or
Those dudes were so drunk though, like they were wobbling so bad.
I would be too if I had a
15th beer.
15.
Yeah.
That thing was an absolutely massive pile of cans.
Probably like
it was
my desk width.
It was actually insane how massive that was.
Yeah. Look at chaos. She's on the podcast a little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Look at this little guy.
Who do you do? What the?
Kill it!
It's fine. It's a little bug. It's not gonna kill you. Oh, so
Hexen.
Now you're gonna kill it.
no, bitch, I'm trying to save you.
Hexen, this world has no mercy. You don't kill it,
Yeah,
it kills you.
It kills you.
Oh shit! Hell on earth. It fell somewhere.
I think we could do a podcast on like the scary things. I think that'd be a good podcast. But
Another podcast. I think we just add on to it.
yeah.
Carter, do you have anything funny?
I'm about to die. That's kind of funny
Like
to me.
a funny story.
Ooh,
You
I
were
know.
in second place, too.
I know something.
Oh,
I know something horrible that happened to me before. So you remember when all those kids were at the park?
Yeah.
Like the playground at our apartments.
Yeah.
One of the kids there grabbed onto my shirt and like that edge where you climb up.
Mm-hmm.
I was leaning over it and they let go of me and my leg got caught in one of the things and I thought my leg broke because my leg just went.
Oh, just
It like made a cracking noise and I went tumbling down. And I never have endured so much pain in my life. I laid there lifelessly for a minute, crying my eyes out.
You want to hear the
That
first time I
reminds
got
me of
stitches?
something. Oh, we'll let you talk since you've literally not talked this whole
Do you want to hear the first time I got stitches? So, I was maybe like 11, and you know, when you get hold of a sledgehammer at 11, you feel kind of, badass, swinging it around and crap.
Yeah.
So, my mom wanted me to take down this bed frame so we could put it in the fire. And, so I was. But, I decided instead of a sawzall or a regular saw, like a normal person, I would use a hammer. Because the wood was thin enough. And
I already know where this is going.
so I did. I was 75% of the way done. I was almost done the last 4 pieces of wood, right? Usually it took me 1, 2, 3 max hits to just split it in half enough for it to fit in the fireplace. I hit this one in one hit. And like since I hit it in one hit, like it created momentum. The top part slapped against the stairs because I was using that as leverage, and it slapped against the stairs. It flipped up and it just like right on my eyebrow. I'm not mad that I got hit in the face. I'm mad I didn't get like one of those badass Jason Momoa scars. But I grabbed my face because have you ever got hit in the face with a ball or whatever? Well,
Yeah.
I know I've hit you in the face with a ball. And you just grab your face and it's like, oh, it hurts. But that's what I was doing because I just thought I just got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I got cut until my mom walked out and went, oh my god! And
That's pretty great.
and usually it was a small cut.
I have a
And
story
they're-
similar to that I could
And,
talk.
and they were like, what?
I was similar in situation. I thought I told you this earlier, but once you're done with your story, I could.
You told me not to use that. You walked out and you're like, Carter, that's not a good idea. I'm like, I'm fine. No, but the cut was small enough and to be glued, but the skin by my eyebrows were so tight that it just like it kind of like pulled out.
Ugh.
And so they had to put like 10 stitches in it, and I walked around with a clear eye patch, like my forehead was shiny, like
Like
Carter, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know, I can't feel half of my face.
Yeah. I look like a drunken old pirate. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I am. I don't know what year it is.
Mm-hmm. And then pulling them out wasn't too bad, but it wasn't the worst part. I'm letting you know right now, if you ever cut yourself, the numbing, when they stick a needle into the wound and put the numbing in, that hurts more than the wound itself. Because you cut yourself, unless you literally break your spine or whatever.
Spine.
I know. You're drinking Sprite Serum Mist and all this thinking. But if it's like a cut, like a decent cut, and they have to put numbing agent in there with a needle, that crap hurts. My dad cut his hand with a chainsaw. He's like, dude, the needle inside hurt way more than the actual cut. Like, because he didn't even do anything. He was just like, he was trying not to lose it, and he was just like, oh, that hurts so bad. He's just like, go get Jen. And the funny thing is, we didn't believe him, because has your dad ever like been cutting vegetables and then he goes, and he pretends like he cut his freaking finger off?
Yep.
Yeah, my dad does that all the time, so we never believe him when even a chainsaw comes back and hits him in the hand. He shows us his hand and we're like, he cut
Just
like,
How would you have your hand still?
it was all because of his ego.
All because of his ego.
He didn't want help holding the branch. He did.
I can do this.
Could have been worse. He could have went straight through his head, but
He could have went straight through his hand.
and straight to
Yeah.
no more jaw.
See, that would leave him with a Jason Momoa scar right
Yeah.
What do you mean, Jason Momoa doesn't have a?
Hand cut right
Or
here.
just have a scar. Just.
Remember this section? You gave me this with the pencil.
Oh.
Well, no, I tried stabbing him. Not stabbing you, but like
Not
I was poking
stabbing.
you in the ribs.
We
and
should keep it down though.
Yeah, I was poking him in the ribs, and it flipped around, and it. No, yeah, I got this battle scar from a pencil.
You also got.
I got
You got
this.
3 battle scars in your
You
knuckles.
see this? You see this little scratch right there? Like little. So I got that while I was cutting bread and dancing at the same time.
I could just imagine you in the kitchen.
I was like
just
9.
dancing
I was like
around.
9, and and I brought the knife up, like all the way out of the bread, and then I was going down, and I went,
Oh.
and it just, dude, that looked like shredded beef, because it was a serrated knife, and you're just, and I'm surprised I didn't go to the bone.
Honestly, I could just imagine you just in the kitchen, just jamming out with a knife in your hand, just like going around and then just like.
Where did my thumb go?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I have a few stories. This one I might have told you. It was very recent. I think a couple days ago, actually. It might have been yesterday. I can't remember exactly. I was in the kitchen cooking, like just cutting up vegetables and stuff. And then my mom comes to take over. I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm going to go downstairs. Complete tunnel vision. Didn't even notice the cabinet door that was right in my path. And I just kept walking, and I just smacked my head against that cabinet door. It was like the corner of the cabinet door, like on the side of my head right here.
Oh gosh.
And it was just like, I hit it, and I ducked down and continue walking towards this downstairs.
Your mom's just like,
Are you okay?
you're just like,
No, because she
are you okay?
she like ran.
No, tears down the face. You're like,
I'm fine.
I'm
yeah.
fine.
And then you get to your soundproof room.
God
No, I literally I had no reaction.
You literally
I had no reaction.
Just like
I hit it, ducked below the counter, and continued walking down the
you were
stairs.
just like this. Yeah,
I
I'm
was-
fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I was literally halfway down the basement stairs when my mom comes in and she's like, "What happened? What? Oh my gosh! What happened?" It's like, and then she saw the cabinet door. She saw my head. She's like,
You're
"Oh
an
my
idiot.
God."
You're an idiot.
And then she's like, "Are you crying?" And it's just, I was just, yeah. There was a like.
I'm getting my feels.
Yeah.
No, like my eyes were a bit red, but I wasn't like crying any tears. It was just,
Just where am I?
yeah.
Don't know
That
what
was-
you do.
I'm trying to think of a story that happened to me. There's like a bajillion of them that I can think of, but I'm trying to find like a really, really good one. Gosh. Oh. Me, Isaiah, his sister, and someone else. We went to the intermediate school at like 11 at night when curfew happened. And when we got around to
Like
the...
after curfew?
Yeah,
Or,
like
okay.
well, like when we were supposed to be indoors. But we went to the back of the building and we seen a car pull up, and like this car was flashing their light because I think they saw us, and we thought it was a cop car, so we took off in the other direction, like towards the woods. But we didn't do that when we
No.
we went running.
Not right
Okay,
now. Carton.
this is the intermediate
Alright.
school.
Not right now.
Later. I won't play anything right now.
Okay. You go to the side where the road is, and then right
Yeah.
here where the basketball court is, and then way over here we were right there. We seen a car pull up right here. So in that ditch right here, we were running this way down the ditch, and we heard the guy like look, and we just sprinted off running.
So
John-
you just evaded
You wanna-
somebody because you thought it was an officer.
We were
That's-
terrified.
Do you all know something I can't get out of my head
What?
besides my brain?
Yeah,
So
true. Very true. All right, welcome to 2023.
So, I was watching this one video, of course, memes. And there was this one cringy one guy, and right away it was just boom, this guy's foot. Right? So what this guy did is he
Interesting.
grabbed his foot, right under his toenail. He put a toothpick.
Oh!
He went up to a wall and he kicked
Yeah,
it as
oh,
hard as he
yeah.
could.
Oh, don't
And-
talk
oh
anymore.
God!
That reminds me of
I'm
that
gonna go to
reminds
the
me
gun store
of
after this
the
one.
the meme where it's like, did you know that you actually cannot stub your toe artificially? And he just goes up to a wall and just starts kicking.
Yeah, I've seen
Kicking
that.
There's this one I was watching. He's like, so one of the weirdest things about humans is the funny bone. See, when you hit it, it's not really that funny. And he's like, ah.
It feels like a static in TV. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Dude, there's times like if you hit it right, it feels like the static in TV, and it really hurts.
And your arm's just
Then
like,
Then there's times where it actually kind of tickles, and then there's times where it's like hurts
I've had
but
it-
tickles, and you're crying and laughing at the same time.
Yeah.
You see,
it hurts, but it's funny.
It hurts so good.
it's a funny
It
bone.
hurts so
It doesn't make you laugh; it makes us laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah. It hurts so good.
What?
That's what he said. It hurts so good.
Look at the third one top. Oreo.
No.
No.
But
That's on my account. You're using my account. No, I don't want this on my account.
I just searched up memes.
I don't want this on my account.
how long has this been going on for? I gotta check.
Too long.
34 minutes.
You just can talk.
But
We should
Great.
probably be laying down soon.
Yeah.
what do you mean soon? It's like 2 a.m. almost.
No, it is 2 a.m.
Oh.
No, it needs to. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Yeah.
Perfect.
We might as well do an all-nighter.
We might as well stay up until 3 now.
Oh, mostly we're staying up until 3.
Have you done that before where it's like, hey, do the...
Oh, it's only 2:30. I can stay up for another 30 minutes. Make it till 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's
like,
3. I'm almost done with this video. Give me like 15, 20 more minutes.
Mhm.
Oh, it's 3:20. Might as well go 3:30. Might as well go 3:45. Might as well just make it the whole 4.
You have like chores, or you just have like homework, or just
I
something to do. And
I
it's
forgot
just
to
like
put new toilet paper on the roll. Let me go do that real quick.
it's like
Forgot to fold my laundry. And then you're doing all this crap at like 4 a.m. in the morning.
you're just like you just do this. It's like I'll do that at 2, and then you check the clock in an hour. It's like it's 2:10. I'll do it at 3, and that just continues.
Yeah.
You know, I just find that almost
I'm
hilarious.
gonna do my homework at 6. Oh, it's 6:05. Oh, I might as well wait until 7 now.
Yeah. Facts.
Oh, that sucks. Proceed to just start playing video games.
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I got a bunch of homework, but the boys are waiting.
I mean, what does matter at the end of the day?
The boys. Or Hexen just playing by his lonesome.
Right. Of course. Of course. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff. I guess, what places do you guys want to visit?
For sure, Hawaii and Disney World.
I want to go to Disney World, but I've never gone with my mom because she's really frugal and cheap. She's like, hey, do you want to go to Disneyland? I'm like, no. And she's like, why? Because we do nothing there.
Oh, well, I wonder why.
She's like, if I'm standing 2 hours in a line, I'm getting something to eat. And the food there is expensive. And I know you're frugal, so.
I want to go to Toy
Therefore, we're going to sit in there for 2 hours, no food, nothing to occupy me. So
Orlando,
we're done.
Florida is a great spot for like all of it.
Orlando, Florida has the IMAX theater.
Corey and my mom are just like, you know what? We should
What is that on
go
my
to
street?
Disney. I'm like, no. And they're like, why? You're too cheap.
That looks like Spam.
Emerging cyber attack. What's my legitimate website?
It looks fake. Sorry guys, something pulled up on my computer.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Keep talking
Something
about
ain't right.
I mean, like countries like outside of the U.S. Where do you want to visit?
Never been outside the.
Like,
Well, it won't let me close it out.
I want to visit France. I know it's kind of like a common. Everybody wants to go there. Oh my god, it's romantic.
yeah.
But I want to go there for the food. The food looks
Right.
really good. I can't lie. I'm a foodie.
What's,
Like,
what's,
I want.
what
I want to
think
feel
is-
fancy.
What I think is funny about this is I already have McAfee on my computer.
You got
Which I
what?
find funny. So I don't know how this got on my computer. I didn't download anything.
What are you playing?
There,
What?
it rid
Are you
of
playing
itself.
creepy music?
No, that's
I turned it up a little bit because it was pretty quiet.
No, yeah, like countries outside of the U.S. that you want to go.
I know
Versus
France is pretty basic, but
I mean-
like they got out. I've never really eaten like really top notch food. Plus, you got some unique stuff over there.
For anyone out there who like the average viewer for like my bowling videos, Orange, New South Wales. You'll understand if you search Orange, New South Wales professional bowler. You'll understand. I think that'd be pretty cool to visit the bowling alley he grew up in. I think that'd be really, really cool. But
How are you, Hexen?
I mean, for me, I've always been saying this. Seoul, South Korea. I don't know if I want to go anywhere northern of that.
I would also like to go there. That's one of the other places too. If I could just like speak their language or have an interpreter, like once again, I'm a foodie. I'm going there for the food.
yeah.
Yeah. They also have just great overall culture. I know it's a broad way to oversay it, and Mr. Mossman would kill me if I said that right to his face.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say it for simplification. Another place is Japan. I mean, maybe not like the big cities of Japan. Like go there because like flights and stuff, and then like go somewhere abroad.
Yeah, I'm the type that likes to try new foods because they're all like, "Oh, Corey, you should try this." Everybody's like, "No, don't do it." I'm just like, "Ooh, that's pretty good," and they're like,
For me,
"Oh."
it's the opposite. I do not like trying new food. It's
The
just,
thing is, like, cannot tell you try it. You know,
yeah.
except for diving. I don't like diving. Like water, I don't like doing flips and crap. Ugh, I tried it once, never liked it again.
I tried. We were.
I couldn't do a flip only in water.
When I was doing swimming camp at the swimming pool in town, we learned.
Did you have a trainer?
We all had a trainer,
Mm.
but I learned how to do the dive off the diving board like this, and I tried it when the swimming pool was locally open, and I smacked my face right on the water because I didn't tuck my face in, and I looked down and all I could hear was.
He just looks straight down to see the water just.
Do you want to know a scary story
And my
about
face
swimming?
burned. It just felt like someone took a
Slap a
sand-
tortilla and just.
Yeah, someone just went. That's what it felt like. And
Oh.
it hurt.
Do you want to know a scary story? So we lived in the country and there was this kind of like beach on a lake, like a lake beach, and my dad had this big floaty and it was like one of the most comfortable things ever, and I accidentally fell asleep on that floaty and I went out into the middle of the lake. The lake isn't that deep, but for a 4-foot tall child and 10 foot deep, and I still don't know how to swim. I'm like, I can hit the bottom easily, and because usually like I'm at the edge of it and it's not really that deep, so I don't think this is as deep. 7-year-old logic.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, just dip my toes in there, and then I let go of the floating. I just dropped, and I'm just like, and I'm freaking out.
Thrashing.
Everybody's like, oh my god! And this one Indian guy comes and saves me. Freaking Tarzan just. But dude, otherwise I just taught myself to swim.
Hold up. Was he allowed to say that, or?
They're fine.
I mean, that sounded like a racist remark. I'm just.
I'm native, so it's not offensive to me.
Not. I'm just saying.
But yeah, otherwise I taught myself how to swim. My parents never really invested in a trainer to think I wouldn't need it.
My parents did right away.
But yeah, I taught myself how to swim at like 9. I could swim anywhere then.
I just imagine you just like
I
throwing
guess you could just float anywhere.
just throwing your child into a pool and be like swim.
Yeah.
just chugging your child into a pool and
Swim.
swim.
Yeah.
I mean that's what they do.
Every
Like
Russian
with
dad.
young children, it's like that's the best way to learn how to swim. Is to just kind of like lightly toss them into the water.
Yeah.
I mean that's what they do with like
the one guy
toddlers.
chucks him like a football.
Yeah.
Go long.
We should cut this short though, because I have a feeling we woke her up. I don't know if you heard that.
I did.
My bad. But
I wish you had a bathroom.
yeah, I know. I wish we did too.
Do you think you'd be able, you can make that my bathroom? Maybe.
No, never.
No. What would that room be? What do you think that room would be?
A closet.
Just storage?
Closet.
What for you right now? The VR.
Well, I'm gonna play VR in here, in that area over there mainly. But when this is gone, I have more room.
Are you gonna have like a camera in there for VR as well?
Probably. But this was fun though. I didn't think I'd enjoy this as much as I did.
No, we didn't think we'd stay up till almost 2, 3 a.m. So,
I guess here's the fun thing about podcasts. It's just talking.
Yeah.
That's it.
And people
talk
make
with a
millions
microphone.
somehow doing it.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan's podcast.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
you wanna know what we should do sometime? We should try to find an app or something on Chrome that's just like a mix, and you press it and it like rolls like a dice, and it's like, oh, this is ice cream, and you have to talk about, and we have to talk,
Yeah.
just gotta talk about something completely random.
But
Or we should play like funny games like Cards Against Humanity, or Uno. Uno can get intense. Uno can get intense. I am telling you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys, people who are watching this live, and then the people who are watching this actually just as a podcast. This is literally a test. We're literally testing this to see if people like it. What can we change? And like, we're just we're just trying it out basically. So
And before we mention anything about cameras and microphones, we already have those planned out, and we are currently actually in the process of coming up with plans to get those.
yeah, the XLR.
They are just more expensive than, you know, a webcam or a USB microphone, and so
Yeah.
they do take longer to get.
Yeah, that's for sure. But all right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream and the podcast, and see you guys in
The next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said that me and him said the next one, and you said yeah.
Yep.